question.
I'm willing to take accountability for the things that I do.
I just have one last question. Why should I not speak on your wife?
Because she don't have nothing to do with this.
She has a lot to do with it.
My
She's
wife
a black woman.
has nothing to do with it whatsoever.
She has everything to do with it.
My wife is not a my wife.
No. As soon as you said that the black woman is the bigger enemy than the white man, that's when your wife became a part of this. That's when your daughter. So that's when you include my wife. That's when your daughter became a part of this. Good afternoon, Anton.
What's going on?
Okay, so
can you hear
me good? Know, I'm sorry?
Can you hear me good?
Yes, we're good. So as you know, lately, with everything that's been going on within the YouTube space, the drama online, offline, and things like that, why is it when it comes to these panels that you're on, you act like this towards women? You have a daughter, you have a wife. Would you want someone speaking to them like this?
What did I say that was disrespectful to the clip that you just said?
This clip, there are so many other panels. There are so many other panels. You're calling women 304s, hoes, monkeys. Black women are the black man's biggest enemies. I thought the whole purpose of these panels were to bring us further together, to work together, to find a solution. But it seems like with these panels that I see you in a lot, you're creating more of a divide. And that's not the content. That's not the content that I got from you originally.
I think you need to look at the context of the entire conversation before you make that, before you draw that conclusion.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Well, you don't let me finish talking?
I don't.
Do you want to have a conversation or do you want to debate? Because I thought this was a conversation.
There's no debate.
A conversation is, I'm listening to you speak, and then when you ask me a question, you got to let me answer it fully. No?
I'm listening.
So what I'm saying is, I think you need to look at the context of the entire conversation. You can't do what you want to do as an individual and then think that you don't get the same energy. If you're going to have the same energy, then have it across the board, because I'm not saying that I'm 100% right all of the time. And when I believe that I'm wrong, I apologize. But at the same time, you can't say that I was wrong on that when her herself came up to my show the next day on the Millionaire Morning Show and apologized for being disrespectful because her intentions was bad from the outset. So you can't tell me that I'm wrong when we got grown women that come on the panel looking to disrespect us, and then at the same time, you don't hold them accountable, but you're only looking at me.
Anton, we're talking about your language and your behavior.
What did I say that was disrespectful? I didn't call her out of her name.
We're not just talking about Sheba.
Oh, we're not. So it's other things. I thought we was okay. We can talk about all of it, but I was just referencing the specific clip that you played.
One woman, you called her a hoe, you called her a 304, you called her a monkey, you said her.
You gotta be specific. You gotta be specific.
Country something. I don't know her name like that. Country something.
Okay, but what did she call me before I even said that?
She didn't call you anything.
You sure about that?
I'm very sure. I didn't see her call you anything.
As a matter of fact, I can send it to you. She literally said before she ever came on the panel when I discovered it. See, y'all don't see what goes on in the background.
No. Anton, you do this thing where you try to play good guy, bad guy. You try to play the good guy, bad guy role, and that's just bullshit. You try to play this good guy, bad guy role, and then you do these weird things to try to cover up the bad thing that you did. You're good.
Yanni,
the bad.
I will send you the video.
No, the good that you do it doesn't outweigh the good that you do.
That's fair, and I'm willing to take that criticism, and I'm willing to be held accountable. One thing that I say regularly is that I'm open to being criticized and held accountable in the same way that everybody else is. I said,
So why do
I don't
you act
always
like
get
this
it. I don't
on
know.
panels?
I don't always get it right, but at the same time, I identify bad energy and I deal with it accordingly.
Anton, you're a businessman, right?
That's correct.
Okay. How is this professional? You have every right to not bring her on. If that was her point,
I didn't bring her on.
No. If that was her point to set you up and you knew that, why would you engage and be disrespectful?
That's the thing.
You have to think about it from a professional standpoint. You made money off of disrespecting her and discarding her in the way that you did, correct?
Correct. That's correct.
Okay, so how are you innocent in this situation? You're not.
I didn't say I was innocent.
Okay.
I didn't say I was innocent.
So what's the point of defending your behavior? What I wanted to hear was, my bad, I messed up. I shouldn't be speaking to women like that. Period.
No. I've messed up before, but I didn't mess up with them. That woman that you just called, the woman that you use as an example, the clip that you just played, and the woman that you use as an example, those are not the ones that I messed up on. I have messed up before, and I have apologized publicly for the ones that I messed up before. And I'm even open to being held. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
No, you
yes,
haven't.
I have.
Because if you would have apologized in the way that you needed to, people wouldn't be turning away from you right now. And I don't even know the situations like
who's turning away from me?
People. The original group of women that were on the panel originally, they don't even want to work with you guys no more.
I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that.
You don't see your fault. You don't see your fault. There's literally a trail of women. There's a trail of women that are leading behind because you don't know how to treat them.
It's a trail of toxic women, but then there's also a trail.
So everybody's toxic. So everybody's toxic but Anton. Everybody's toxic but Anton.
No. Let's talk about Lucky. Let's talk about Island Girl Q. Let's talk about a lot of different women that I've actually put on. I've actually put a lot of money. You wouldn't even know some of these women that's making a lot of money.
No. Why is the common denominator in all of these women Anton?
Why? Because I brought out the toxicity in them? Because I showed them for who they really were? See, the thing that I'm observing right now,
like I said, you play this good guy, bad guy.
Oh, absolutely I do.
Okay, you instigate.
Hmm?
Okay, so what's the point? Ladies, stop going on the show. Please, just stop. He telling you exactly what he gonna do. He gonna play that good guy, bad guy role. He's gonna instigate. He's gonna trigger you. He's going to get to know you, know your personal life, know your personal details, and then he's going to bring you onto the panel, and he's going to trigger those issues, your trauma, and weaponize it against you so that he can get paid on his platform. He just told you what he's going to do. That's exactly what he's going to do. So, Anton, I have a question too. Why should I not speak on your wife?
Can I add some additional context really quickly?
Why should I not speak on your wife?
First of all, I'm not even on the panels anymore. Like, if you actually watch, because apparently you're not aware of the different apologies
8 days ago. This video was 8 days ago.
Ma'am, that is a clip. If you look at the last 3 Lapeef panels, and even that panel, I actually only showed up for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I dropped back down. I'm not on the show anymore.
Change your behavior. Why don't you just change your behavior?
Hold on, ma'am. Can I add a little bit of context? Secondly, I'm not the person that picks the panel members. Me and JR has long separated responsibilities, and I'm the person that just shows up in order to have the conversations, and then I handle a lot of the back end stuff, right? I don't recruit, I don't pick panel members. As a matter of fact, I've long said that I have no clue who was going to show up on Thursday nights and who wasn't. But I'm not even on the panel anymore anyway, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
I just don't understand why I needed that context. It just doesn't make sense. Just change your behavior. Would you? This is my thing. You have a daughter, right?
What?
Like, you have a daughter.
Why haven't you held any of the women responsible for the stuff that they did when they initiated this conversation in the first place? How come you don't hold women accountable and got the same energy for them as you got for men?
If there was something that I saw in these clips, then I would make it about them. But I'm making it about you because in every single clip,
but I didn't disrespect Queen Sheba, and you're
aggressive. You try to speak over people. You won't allow them to get their point across in full. But then you want that respect in return. You're very disrespectful.
The clip you just showed, you glossed over it when she admitted that she was disrespectful.
You can gaslight me all day, but there was a live stream that I just posted yesterday that had other clips of you being very disrespectful.
Cool. And I'm willing to take accountability for that. I didn't see your live stream yesterday.
Anton, I just have one last question.
I'm willing to take accountability for the things that I do.
I just have one last question. Why should I not speak on your wife?
Because she don't have nothing to do with this.
She has a lot to do with it.
She's
a black woman.
Has nothing to do with it whatsoever.
She has everything to do with it.
My wife is not a my wife.
No. As soon as you said that the black woman is the bigger enemy than the white man, that's when your wife became a part of this. That's when your daughter. So that's when you include my wife. That's when your daughter became a part of this. So you can either hold that or not, but that's what came out of your mouth. That's what came out of your mouth. That's what you said. So you will include my 15-year. You willing to include my 15-year-old daughter on the internet? No, she's in order to try to justify your logic and your point. No, I just put a picture next to what you said. I put a picture to what you said. I didn't speak on your child. You just said that's when my daughter became a part of it. I did not speak on your child. All I did was put a photo with your audio. You just said it. That is it. That's what you decided. That is what you decided to do, right? And you thought you was the big man at the time. And so now you have to eat that. You decided to say that. I put a photo next to it. That's all I did. That's all I did. You put a photo of what? I'm sorry, you broke up. I put a photo next to the words. You were breaking up as I was driving. I put a word. All I did was put a photo next to what you said. That's it. Of your daughter and your wife. That was a choice that you decided to make. So that's what I'm saying. Like you try to play this. No. You try to play this good guy, bad guy role, right? You decided to put your family on the internet. Then you decided to also play the bad guy role and say, you know what, guys? And you're talking to a group of men. You're talking to an audience of men, as if your daughter is not going to go out here and have to deal with those same men that you're talking to in the way that you're talking to them. And then you're telling them, she won't. You're telling them, oh, the black woman is a bigger enemy than the white man. That's what you decided. No, I didn't say that. You misquoted me. I said the black woman has been a bigger. I did not misquote you. You did. Don't do that. Don't do that. You did. I said the black woman has been a bigger enemy to black men than white people. No, you said the white man. Because you said the white man. You did not say white men. Okay, white men. But I said has been a bigger enemy to black men than white men. No, specifically, you said R. And that is true. You said R. A-R-E. You said R. And I stand on that. Okay, so then why is your daughter and your wife off limits? Off limits to you having a conversation about them? We are black women. You can't separate them from the collective. I do. I separate black women all the time. I'll give you an example. Separate black women from the collective. I'll give you an example. You cannot make a generalized. No, you cannot make a generalized statement like that and then try to separate your daughter and your wife from that generalized statement. You are. Oh no, I separate a lot of women from it. Like for example, that's not what you decided to do when you said what you said. Like for example, you made a statement that included your wife and your daughter. Oh no, it's always anomalies. It's always going to be an anomaly. Like one of the anomalies that I believe in is Crimson Cure. I had Crimson Cure here. I treated her like gold. I had her in the best hotels. I made sure that she had a driver. We loved on her. We treated her. We never allowed for her to even pull her wallet out. I think that Crimson Cure quite possibly could be one of the most beautiful souls
and an example that black women should look up to. As a matter of fact, I did an interview with her. I had her on a panel. We exalted her, we praised her, but I'm sure that y'all missed all that part too, right? Because in the same way that you want to acknowledge the stuff that we hold women accountable for, you should also acknowledge the stuff that we give women credit for also. And so I'm gonna hold that too.
Again,
right?
your poor treatment does not make up for your good treatment.
No, you need to hold accountable to women and what they say.
Your poor treatment that you tend to give women, right? And then you turn around and you gift them with this, you gift them with that, you do this. It does not make up for what you did before.
I'm not making up for. I'm not making up for nothing.
Like every time no. Every time I mention something about holding you accountable when it comes to your behavior, then you go into, but I did this, and I did this, and I did this, and I
want you to keep the same energy on both sides. Don't just paint it one way. I want you to keep the same energy on both sides.
I'm looking at the bigger picture.
I said that I'm willing to be held accountable.
It doesn't make sense.
But I'm saying though, when you hold people accountable, you also give credit for the good and you give credit for the bad. You paint the whole picture. You can't just say it on one way because you creating a narrative, right? I don't pick and choose who comes on the panel, right? There's plenty of women that I've had on the panel that I've never gotten into it with, right? But then you only pay attention to the things that bothers or triggers you, regardless of whether or not the woman did something to warrant it or not. And sometimes I may be wrong as a result of it. And I'll own that shit. I'll own being wrong when I'm wrong. But at the same time, all I'm saying is,
not one time. You have not owned it. Not
one time.
I said
I'll be accountable for the things that I'm wrong about.
No, you have not owned it.
The two examples that you use. You
have not owned it. Not one time throughout this entire life.
The two examples that you use.
Anton, why do I have to raise my voice at you? Why? Why would you raise your voice at me? Just so I can get out what I need to say. That's why women don't need to go on the panel. This is why they need to stay off the Lapeef Network.
That's their choice. I don't have a problem with them choosing not to. I don't have a problem if a woman decides that she don't want to come on the panel, that is up to her. I have no problem with that. I'm not telling you that you should tell women to go on the panel. You can feel however you want to feel. That's your right. That's cool. The only thing that I'm asking of you is to remove my wife from this live stream. That's it. You can say, listen, you can call me a demon. You can call me a devil.
Why should I do that?
You can call me whatever it is that you want to call me. Why should I do that? But the only thing that I'm asking you to do,
why should I do that?
Is to remove my wife from this whole conversation.
Why should I do that?
Because she's not a part of this conversation.
She is. You made her a part of this. You want to know why? Your behavior. No,
you're making her a part of it.
You've been online treating black women. So she is.
You're making her a part of it.
My
wife is living in bliss. She's phenomenal. My wife is great. She's in a great space.
She is a part of this. She is.
So is that a no? So is that a no?
It is. It's definitely a no. Why should I do that?
That's fair. Okay, cool.
She is a part of this. You made her a part of this.
Okay. I got you.